Cause, Mom, you called and we could hear you
Why
vibrating.
did you call me?
Yeah, I
You
did
called
before
me.
the interview.
Okay then. Well, go have your
No,
interview.
no, no. You got something to say? What you got to
I
say
don't
about me
have.
on live right now?
What's the most embarrassing story do you have on Reuben?
You could tell him. I don't care.
Okay. The more embarrassing story about Ruben. Ruben does it all the time when we in the car, like driving, just going on a short trip. Ruben either throwing up in the car.
Oh, yeah, when I was younger,
I don't
yeah.
know why.
What?
Yeah, my stomach,
So,
I used to
and
feel
look,
crazy when I
every
go.
time we like going for a short trip, Ruben always throwing up in the car.
Yeah,
Oh
I used to
no.
get car sick a
I've
lot when I was younger.
never, I don't know why, but this particular time, I remember it was 2011.
No, it wasn't.
We was we was on our way to Disney World. We was in the car and we was going. You know, because I know Ruben always threw up. I was like, Ruben, you know, he was like holding his stomach. I said, do you want to use the bathroom? He said, no. I said, sure you want to throw up? He said, no. I said, okay, then we keep going. Now knowing Ruben had poo on himself.
Yeah, I had food poisoning.
I mean, like watery. And I was so upset because I had just asked him,
Why you ain't say
And
yes?
I had just got some. She had just bought me them pants too. I had some new
you
black
know,
Levi skinny jeans
and
on.
Why
I
wouldn't you
mean,
say yes?
Cause I thought I just had to pass gas. Yo, what's going down, man? It's the Third World General, Reuben Vincent, and my new EP, General Admission, is out now. You know where we at, man. I'm here with my dog, Nyla Symone. We need to talk. Book.
What's going on, guys? Nyla Symone here with another episode of We Need to Talk. Now, today I got a very special guest in the building, the general himself, or Reuben. We got Reuben Vincent in the building. I don't want to get the titles wrong.
Nah, yeah, you can say the general.
I can say the general.
Yeah.
Martin Luther.
Martin Luther King,
Martin
Luther
Luther.
Vandross, Reuben Vince Carter, Reuben Vincent Van Gogh, Mr. Two First Names, Rap Game,
Yo,
Fela
who gave you these
Kuti.
names, by the way? I don't think we've ever discussed that.
Myself.
Yo, these are self-proclaimed names.
Yeah, you know how Wayne be like, Weezy had baby in that F is, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
okay,
so I'm like, all right,
okay,
I'm a rapper
okay.
now. I got to give myself the nicknames, and then people will start calling me that.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure nobody called Kendrick Kung Fu Kennedy except when he started saying it.
Ah, touche.
feel me?
Yes, I agree. Okay, in that context, it makes sense. Before, I'm like,
What does he talk about?
why are you giving yourself all these names?
But people do actually say Ruther Vandross now when I be trying to like sing a little bit on my songs. They be like, all right, Ruther Vandross. I'll be like,
Oh. And what about, I feel like I definitely see the Martin.
Martin Ruther, that's when I'm in my deep bag.
Yes.
The woke bag.
Well, you was definitely in your Martin Luther bag. Well, you was in both.
Where? When?
On this new project.
Oh yeah. We got the general, we got Martin Luther, we got Ruther Vandross.
So really, these are just all your mini personalities.
Yeah, exactly. Just getting into one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see that. Well, speaking of getting into things, I know you just got off of tour.
Yes.
Talk to me about that. That you was touring. The content, I'm actually really impressed with just the rollout from the album to the freestyles leading up to the album to the actual like recaps of each city.
Yeah.
Man, you've been foot on neck. That's all I
No
comment now on your
games.
Instagram. It's just,
No
can
games.
you please get your foot off my neck? Like, damn. But talk to me about this whole thing.
First and foremost, shout out to Boz, man. Boz a real solid dude, bro. Like from the day I met him last year at Dreamville Fest. And obviously I've been a fan of Boz, you know, for a minute now, but I walked up to him, I paid my respects, told him I love what he's doing, especially because his family's from Sudan, you know what I'm saying? And free Sudan, by the way. And I was like, you know, I love what you're doing. You're connecting the diaspora to hip hop. That's the kind of same mission I'm on. So we just started building on that, became cool. And then when he was going out on a tour, I sent him a text message. Like, emoji, like, what's up, man? You going out on a tour? And then he was like, yo, your name actually came up today. And we was talking about who's going to open up the tour. So he was like, I'll circle back. And then we got the offer, and then the rest is history. But tour has been amazing. It was my first big tour. I did 5 days for Pusha in the past, did 5 days for rap, but this was like the first like long week getting in the car.
And I've seen your Pusha show, and that was before these last two projects.
Yeah,
so I can only
facts.
imagine.
Oh yeah, the energy's totally different, and that's the thing. I think this one was like very, very much like prominent for me because number one, I had the EP coming out, and then it was just like a weird alignment of like the EP name, and then obviously shows you get the general admission ticket, which my EP has a total different meaning, but that, and then having music out, and then just like studying. I've been like, for the past 2 years since the project came out, I just been studying everything from like social media content to performances to like, you know, building relationships to even like producing more and stuff like that. So it showed, and it was it's probably top tier experiences of my life, period. I seen many places I ain't never seen before. We seen the mountains, we was in the sand dunes, racing and falling in the sand. Like, I had sand all in my shoe by the end of the time we was in there when we got back. But it's been fun, man, and you know, gaining fans. And one thing about Dreamville's whole place is like every artist has a community fan base, and they like really, really, really dive into the artist. So I'm glad to kind of snatch a few of them people.
Very smart. I will say they do a good job of that, because I like how they're doing, like, Olu's doing yoga, Wild
Yeah.
Great's doing comedy shows, like, Omen's doing game night. Everybody, like, has their own personality now, we're
Yeah,
seeing, so that's
facts.
cool. And I think, yeah, you fit the demo.
Yeah, 100%. And I think, you know, and I was saying this yesterday when I was talking to Sway, and I was telling him, like, you know, one thing I've been doing is like studying, you know, the journey that Cole and the world that Cole's built with Dreamville, just in general, from, you know, the beginning when it was just, you know, Boz and Omen, and you know, it grew and then got Kaz and Jid and Earth Gang and all these people. But being able to like really like Cole's rise, and just me being from North Carolina, watching it, you know, front row, I seen how he really took pride in the people. You know what I'm saying? Even when, I remember when 2014 Forest Hill came out, and he like invited people to his crib to listen to the album and stuff like that. So I just been really trying to take note of that when I'm grabbing my fans. And, you know, I really like hearing how my fans feel about everything as well too. You know what I'm saying? And getting their perspectives and, you know, hanging out with them, because they people too, and I like to hear their stories and stuff like that. So
A people's people.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
100%.
So you said that your general admission has a completely different meaning than, you know, just a show ticket. So just elaborate on that.
Well, for me, obviously, you know, we talked about it, just me being able to bridge my West African culture, the roots and all of that stuff with what I'm doing with hip hop, what I'm doing for lyricism in the South and all of that. So for me, the goal was like, you know, to study some of the historical legends of West Africa, whether it's a musician like Fela Kuti or a general like Thomas Sankara. So I was like, dang, I'm gonna take on the name General, you know what I'm saying, call myself the Third World General, and just run with that. And the reason why I took on that name is because I want to be an example to people who look just like me, who come from a similar background as me. Even if you don't come from Africa, like you being a Black American, like we all relate to the same story. Like young black men, young black women who've grown up in the hoods. I even say that's third world. You feel me? So just being able to be a vessel and show young black people vulnerabilities, show them confidence, show them assertiveness. I feel like, you know, generals take on that. You know, so I took that, and then I also was like, one day I was just searching up stuff, and I was like, how can I make the general sound cool? And general admission came up. So when I searched up the definition of general admission, one was ticket, but the first definition was truth.
Yeah.
So the general's truth, you know what I'm saying?
That's dope. That's a great meaning.
Yeah.
Talk to me about something you just said. Oh, because you're naming the different inspirations and the things that you studied in regards to the content and the inspiration behind the project. Yeah. What were some of like the books or the documentaries that you were watching?
Man, I watched, so it was like, I ain't gonna lie, I watched like some bootleg documentaries. Like there was about, because they weren't official ones, you know what I'm saying? But they was on YouTube, like obviously Thomas Sankara's story and how he was just very big on like, you know, Africa and us using our own resources and us, you know, getting our people, you know what I'm saying, to really be dived into who we are and stop going outside of the country to get stuff, you know what I mean? And also he was very big on like empowerment of black women. You know what I'm saying? So I really take pride in that as well. And there's a book I actually just got, I haven't fully read it yet, but it's talking about some of his philosophies about, you know, Pan-Africanism and, you know, the power of black women. you know what I'm saying, and liberation for them. So that's one of the books I just got like last week. I watched a lot of Bob.
Pass me the name, please.
I got you. I'm
Yeah.
gonna send you a picture. I think I got a picture on my phone.
All right.
That, and then Fela Kuti, just him being a pioneer of, you know, what people now deem as Afrobeat. You know what I'm saying? And him being able to speak where the music felt good, the music was high energy, but he had messages in the music. You know what I'm saying? Bob Marley is another example of that. And I studied a lot of him while I was working on this project as well. And then also outside of that, the tribe that my mother's from. My mom is she's a part of the Crew tribe. My dad is Gola, but my mom is Crew, and I lead with telling people I'm Crew because I grew up in my mom's house. So you know, all the ideas of a Crew woman, and, you know, I got a lot of that. And Crew people are very spiritual, you know what I'm saying, very headstrong. They were the same ones when, you know, they went back home and tried to grab people from Africa and put them on the boats. They were the people that was like, I'm not going, I'd rather die than be a bondage. So they would jump off the ship. You know what I'm saying? And so reading all of that stuff, it just taught me about resilience. It taught me about discipline. It taught me about just being assertive and stuff like that. So those are things that I was kind of just being very like cognitive of as I was going into this project, and just, you know, kind of sprinkling it without it being too overbearing. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's great stuff. You make me want to read these books, actually. No funny.
I'm gonna send you a few.
Please do. All right, so let's get into the project. Actually, before we get into the tracks one by one, I want to talk about just your approach on production with the tape, because you grew up in Carolina, and I know like the predominant sound is definitely hip hop. So it's interesting how you are fusing these two sounds. But just talk to me about, like, how did you prepare? Because I know you're getting hands-on with production. How did you prepare to go with this sound?
Man, it was hard because it's like, it's funny because I feel like a lot of people, when I told them, I was like, yo, I'm trying to lean on my culture a lot. Everybody's like, oh, he about to turn into WizKid or Burna Boy and stuff like that. And I'm like, nah, it's not that. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, we're in a time right now where, you know, hip hop is looking for who's gonna be the next one. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like for me, the way that I'm gonna stand out is being able to bring people into my roots and my core. So it's like, I was trying to like source. It's funny, when I started this project, I was trying to source music like, oh, who's an artist I can be like this, like he did it like this. And I was like, there's nobody that has. But what sounds do I want to hear? I want to hear kids that's probably in a tribe singing. That's why Troops has that sample. I want to have I want to hear 808s because I'm from the South. I want to hear hard knocking drums, but then add like a bongo in there. Like, if you listen to Troops like very well, and one day I'm gonna do like a breakdown, like with the stems and stuff. I actually called the producer after we did the song, and I was like, yo, the drums is giving me trap. I was like, throw some bongos in there, like really, really subtle. And I was like, I needed to have that kind of African rhythm in the bottom of it. And same with Big Bank. And then shout out to Beloved. Beloved's from Nigeria. So, you know, that's another way that I kind of just try to make sure the production was like aligned with using, you know, my guys who's on the hip hop side, but then having somebody who is a hip hop producer, but he grew up in an African home. So he's like, I bet. And then I'm finding samples too, like the Fufu sample, like my guy Nico and Henny, who produced Fufu. I remember I was like, yo, I had this sample, and it was like from a guy from Nigeria, 1970 song. I'm not about to butcher the name, but I'm like, yo, we gotta flip this. And I was just very big in like the palettes being like either very like soul food or African food.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, put both of those in a blender. That's what I'm trying to do.
What an interesting combination. Well, the smoothie, the blender part.
Yeah. Well, I ain't blending it, but on a plate. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Fact.
Okay. No, that's really dope. It's so crazy how much of a difference culture is, even though we're so similar.
Exactly.
But all right, let's get into it. And you're really doing the food thing, because even your listening party was at an African restaurant, a black-owned restaurant in Harlem. Yeah. So I like how you're walk it like you talk it.
You know what I'm saying? Got to.
Yeah. But all right, let's start off. Actually, I want to start off with Big Bank, Not Even Troops, only because that was the first record that I heard.
Yeah, facts.
And instantly captivated by the beat, and I think that's when I got the vision. Because you were talking about kind of fusing it.
Yeah.
But hearing Big Bang is like, I see
get it.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So was that the first one that you produced of like this sound or no?
What's the first song that we did? I think Troops was first, right?
Oh, Troops first.
Yeah.
Okay.
We actually did Troops first and Big
Is
Bang
this
actually
in order?
second.
Like that you made it?
Troops, Big Bang. Almost. The only thing is I did Fufu and Jump in the same night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did Fufu Jump the same night. Troops was did first, then Big Bank, then I did Grand Cherry at home. And then Fufu and Jump came in like, I would say like, 3 months later, like September, no, October, when we went back there.
Cause you did, you had Chris Patrick on.
Yeah, on the remix.
Did he? Oh, on the remix. Oh, okay.
Facts,
okay.
yeah, Suave and Chris Patrick on the remix. And it's crazy, I wasn't even going to do a remix to Grand Cherry. We moving all over the place, but
we are.
I remember I posted a snippet of Grand Cherry and Suave swiped up and was like, let me get on this. And I'm like, bro, this song about to come out in like 2 weeks, bro. But all right, I'm gonna just send it to you, see what you do. And he bodied it. So then I was like, dang, I don't want this to just sound like the original. That's why I switched the beat when I got on there. I was like, I don't want to just rap over the same beat. I was like, let me switch it a little bit.
I'm surprised you even care about that. Nobody does that anymore.
Nobody does.
I miss that element.
And that's why I was like, I gotta figure that out with this one. And then I was like, there needs to be somebody else on here. And one of my favorites right now is Chris. You know what I mean? And we're like, we've built a bond in the last year. We all got a group chat with me, him, Damani, all these people like doing the Versa days and stuff. So we like really built a close bond. So I just sent it to him. He sent it back real quick, and then we shot the video and everything that's supposed to come out later.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Where y'all shot it at?
In LA during Grammy weekend.
Oh.
Off the limb, too.
This feels like a big budget production. I'm not going to lie. Grammy weekend LA?
Yeah, and it's crazy because there was no money behind this video. No money.
So y'all didn't plan it out, but y'all were all there and then ended up shooting a video.
Well, I was like, yo, I'm going to be in LA for Grammy weekend. Y'all going to be here. We got to shoot a video. But then I was like, I ain't got no money for no budget though. And then it was like, we don't care. And then I had a homie, shout out to Cosmic, who is just a solid dude. And I was like, bro, I'm gonna be real. I don't even got like the budget for this video right now. He was like, bro, I just want to help. And then we shot it, and then we put money in for the Airbnb.
That's love.
And the rest is history.
That's really love.
Yeah. But Big Bank, yes. Back to Big Bank. That was the second song we did. And it's funny because I did mad songs in that week of working because I'm actually working on a bigger project. Like that's gonna be my like real like. A lot of people think Love Is War was my debut album, but that was an EP too.
No, I thought that was the album as well.
Everybody thought it was an album, but I'm gonna give y'all an exclusive here. Let's get.
You heard it here first. Go ahead.
I haven't said this publicly, so. We originally, like, once I signed to Rock, the goal was, you're going to give, like, first, let's do 2 EPs. That's the goal. So we was like, all right, we're going to do this first EP, and later on we're going to figure out what's the next EP. So Love Is War was supposed to be an EP, but me and Guru had worked on so much music, and it just told a story. Called Hove one day, and he was like, yo.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Yeah, we were sitting in the
Called
crib.
Hove one day?
Yeah, he was sitting in the crib and he was like, bro, we gonna have to cut this project down. Me and Goot talking about, I was like, dang, bro, like it's telling a story. And he was like, hold on. Called Hove, and me and Hove had a little, interaction, and then he was like, yo, Reuben got 12 songs. It's supposed to be an EP. Should we tell the story or cut it down? And Ho was like, tell the story. And so we just let it run, and the rest is history. But yeah, that's not even my debut album. I feel like if I knew it was gonna be that, it would have probably been a whole different story, because I feel like that project, it was needed, but for my album I have a specific concept that I'm aiming to attack, and I feel like General Admission is leading into that, because I had to take people into that world of my West African roots and then my Southern roots for them to understand what's going to happen on the debut.
Oh, shit. Yeah. When you say it like that, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Wait, can we just backtrack to, like, you just casually having conversations with Jay. Like you thought we was gonna let that slide?
Yeah, that's goo. That's all goo. He FaceTimed him. He's sitting. I'm like, yo, I'm like looking at hoes right now. I don't even got my hair braided. I got a fro out right now. I'm looking crazy and stuff like that. But nah, shout out to the big homie, man. Every time I've seen him, it's been love. Yeah, he showed me love every time I see him. So
That is really cool. I love that. Damn. So I'm curious. You're not gonna talk about the album and like the direction that you're headed at all.
I'm gonna say this. The album is a testament to what I just told you about just showing people who I am as a person. But it's really gonna take y'all into like my childhood and the stuff I've dealt with as a child and to lead me into this person that I am today and stuff like that. So, but not just that, it's gonna obviously talk about where I'm at currently as a person, but I really want to tell that story and give people like, there's a lot of stuff I've held back on a lot of music because I was waiting for my debut album to tell people the story of like, who's Reuben Vincent, why I act the way I act, how did I get here? Like, I'm not just this person because I'm this person. Like, there's stuff that I've dealt with and seen that led me up to this point.
Who is this person?
Yeah.
No, who is this person?
He was the person is. He's always been the person you see now. I feel like I'm getting back to him. But, you know, inner child is the inner child. I feel like, you know, I have to take them into who that inner child was, he was caught, what he was affected by, you know what I'm saying, growing up. You know, and it's, you know, a lot of young black boys have the similar stories, you know what I'm saying, mother struggling, becoming a single mother, you know. Our house was evicted around the same time I met Ninth. Like, I haven't really even dived into that story of like, around the same time I met Ninth when I was 13 years old, my mom, like, we got a foreclosure letter, like, right around my birthday. We had to move out in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, all this stuff is, like, I've been holding back because I've been waiting for, like, my debut album to really, like, tell people the full story of, like, you know, certain stuff, just struggles I've dealt with, the triumphs, the issues I've dealt with that I've gotten over, like, you know, it's going to be therapeutic, but I also want to make it fun, and I want to make it, like, it's not going to be all, like, calm. Like, I want to make a movie, you know, so.
That's great, man. I'm looking forward to the album now. I mean, I'm still bumping General Admission, so
Yeah.
we got some time. But
Facts.
you've been doing a really great job. All right, so let's get back into the project. Talk to me about the Fufu music video. Where did you shoot that?
We shot it all in Charlotte.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay,
we shot that in Charlotte. And
wait, did you make the fufu that you were using on set?
No, I didn't make it. Actually, a lady that I know, she owns a Liberian restaurant.
Oh,
so
fire.
I got her to like just cater all the food, like give me the jollof rice, give me the fufu, give me everything, and then I was just going, yeah. But that was definitely my first directorial debut. I've always been hands-on with my videos, but this one, like, they really let me take charge and, like, the idea. And I was like, I want the Last Supper, thorough eating fufu.
I really liked that. The Last Supper shot was crazy.
Nah, yeah, that was.
Brandon, how did he do as a director? Was it madness?
Nah, it was amazing.
It was good?
It was on track.
Wow,
Yeah, I
good
had my sisters. Like,
I thought he was going to come up here and lie. That's why I'm like, let me ask.
Nah, it ran smooth. My sister, she helped. Shout out my little sister, Angel. She helped. I was like, yo, she's in college right now. She's at Winston. And then they have like an African dance team at Winston, but then they also have one at A&T.
Okay.
And I just called in favors from my sisters, my cousins that's in college, like, call the African dance team to come down to Charlotte
That
for
was
a day.
smart.
Yeah, and let's really make something. And I really even took pride in, like, the social media aspect. Like, you know, I was really hands-on with that of, like, getting people to do the dance and getting people on TikTok before TikTok took the song down and messed up my whole little motion. But, you know, it was starting to do, it was doing, and it did really well. So I was proud of, like, it just affirmed me that you know, take charge. You know what I'm saying? So.
Agreed.
That's probably my mama.
I know.
Yeah, she called me.
Do you want to?
I'm about to put my mom on the spot.
Can you hear
interview.
that? I just couldn't tell. You can hear it? Okay.
Mom,
Yeah.
just so you know, you are being broadcasted right now.
Whatever.
I'm for real. You in an interview right now. I'm on an interview. You was calling to start vibrating.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Keep this in too.
Yes, you are. You want to tell? You want to say something to the people while you're here?
No, you're kidding me, right?
I'm not kidding you. You are on speaker.
I am?
Yes.
Why?
Cause mom, you called and we could hear you
Why
vibrating.
did you call me?
Yeah, I
You
did
called
before
me.
the interview.
Okay, then. Well, go have your
No,
interview.
no, no. You got something to say? What you got to
Why
say
you go
about me
have...
on live right now? Tell the people about
Ruben,
your son.
come on. You're not going to put me on the spot, are you?
Yes, I am. Come on.
What you want me to say?
Just give him something. How was I? Nyla, ask her a question.
So, you know,
um,
uh,
how was Reuben as a kid? Was he bad?
no.
What's the most embarrassing story do you have on Reuben?
You can tell him. I don't care.
Okay. The more embarrassing story about Ruben is when Ruben was like, I think three 3 years old. Yeah, I was giving a bath actually, and I took a picture of him naked. Matter
With
of
my
fact, I
butt,
think I still,
yeah.
but I think I still have that
Ah,
picture.
yes, you do.
No.
Yes, you do. I
Tell
know
her to
you
send
do.
that
No, Ruben,
through.
Ruben. I don't think I do because you took the whole
No,
album
I have.
and
No, I have the picture.
He
okay,
stole it so
well,
you didn't show nobody.
yeah,
I think it's
and
giving album cover.
No, no, you don't need to see my
yes, you
butt on
should.
nobody else.
Yeah, you should.
No, we not doing that. I thought you was gonna tell him the Disney story, but I told him that last
Okay,
interview.
this.
No, 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 no.
Okay,
I thought she was gonna say it too. I'm like, this
Yeah.
is a really instrumental moment.
Go ahead, tell him from your
another
perspective.
story. Ruben does it all the time when we in the car, like driving, just going on a short trip. Ruben either throwing up in the car.
Oh, yeah, when I was younger,
I don't
yeah.
know why.
What?
Yeah, my stomach,
So,
I used to
and
feel crazy,
every
nigga.
time we like going for a short trip, Ruben always throwing up in the car.
Yeah,
Oh
I used to
no.
get car sick a lot when I was younger.
I don't know why, but this particular time, I remember it was 2011.
No, it wasn't.
We was on our way to Disney World. We was on 485 because we was living in the south side of Charlotte.
Not South, we was living on the east side.
East side, man. We was going to Disney World. It was me, his two siblings, his auntie,
Yep. And her
his
friend.
cousin, and a friend and the cousin.
Yep.
We was in the car and we was going. Because I know Reuben always throw up. I was like, Reuben, he was like holding his stomach. I said, do you want to use the bathroom? He said, no. I said, sure you want to throw? He said, no. I said, okay, then we keep going. Now I know Reuben had poo on himself.
Yeah, I had food poisoning.
I mean, like watery. And I was so upset because I had just asked him.
Why you ain't say
And
yes?
I had just got some. She had just bought me them pants too. I had some new black Levi skinny jeans on.
Why wouldn't you say yes?
Cause I thought I just had to pass gas.
He shot it.
Yeah.
It was so, I'm just
Such a boy.
smelling something like who, and he didn't want to say anything that he just poured himself. I was like, did you just? He said, no, I just passed gas. I said, that don't.
Yeah, that's.
We had to exit up, and when we did in the bathroom, you should see Ruby Pan was so upset.
All right.
He's like, we had to clean him up and stuff like that. I mean, before when you talk about the story, Ruben would cry when he was like.
Yeah, when I was younger, it was embarrassing.
Every time we talk about it, he would be crying like, why you have to be.
Yeah, she used to violate. She always used to bring it up.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a crazy story.
Yeah. All right, Mom, we about to go back to the interview.
Okay.
Love you. Okay, you about to start. All right.
You about to keep unloading.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm here for it. We
Shout out
gotta
to
bring
my
her in
mom,
more.
man.
Y'all gonna do a cooking show?
Yes, that's what I was gonna ask her about. But
Oh.
I definitely want her to outside of that. Like I told her, like her personality is funny. Like she just like that's how we be all the time. So I want her to like do a cooking show with me and like show people like West African dishes like the jollof rice and all the fufu. Like I'm gonna get her. She don't like the internet. That's why when she was like, you want to interview? She was like, you kidding me? My mom don't like the attention. She don't like being on the. She don't even have like Instagram. Like, you know how some rappers they be like, oh, at Reuben Vincent's mom. My mom don't do none of that. She don't like attention.
I'm so happy to hear that people like that still exist.
Yeah, facts. Facts. My mom don't care about no social media, none of that. My mom stay out the way. I be putting her on blast and she don't like it. She be like, you be trying to make me like.
And then you about to force her to do this cooking show.
Yeah, I'm about to make her famous. She don't even know.
All right.
Yeah.
She'll enjoy it.
Facts.
She already cooks.
Exactly. She be throwing down.
But, okay, so let's talk about the rap scene in Charlotte or just in Carolina in general.
Yeah.
Because, you know, obviously the whole J. Cole thing, we don't have to get into it. But there's a real movement happening musically,
100%.
like with artists coming out of the towns. So do you feel any pressure to put on, or like how do you feel about it?
I feel like when I was a younger kid, there wasn't like as big of a scene.
There was only one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for us to have multiple now and me to be like in that class of like, oh, North Carolina is like coming and these are the artists that's in North Carolina going crazy. I'm glad to be a part of that because as a kid I needed that example. Like I was trying to find like who, obviously when Cole came around I was like, oh snap, like this is somebody I can relate to. And then, you know, obviously we had PD beforehand and then the baby came and he was from Charlotte and it was like, oh snap. And now, you know, we have, you know, a Tia Corinne, we have a Mavi, we have myself, we have I don't want to miss it, Luke. Yeah, we have Luke. Many names. I don't even want to miss names in, but yes, it's a lot of us there. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's time, bro. And I do feel pressure because I do want to be like one of those artists when you speak about North Carolina, like you bring me up. When you speak about Charlotte, I want you to bring me up. You know what I'm saying? But I think I just have to continue to be myself. That's the only thing I can be. Like, I'm from North Carolina. I'm going to show that always. So I feel like that's the only way I'm going to continue to carry on this legacy and stuff like that. So
Fair enough. I know you just got off tour. Are you touring General Admission?
yeah.
You are?
Yeah, we're working on some shows right now. I'm trying to get a few people in there with me so we can do like some shows together and stuff like that. But
Fire.
definitely, Boss Tour is amazing, and I definitely want to continue to do shows like throughout the whole year and stuff like that. Shows is probably my favorite part of this whole like my career.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's my favorite part to do, like shows and working on the music.
Man, even if it's not shows, you'll turn it into a show. Because I remember that that album listening for Humble Souls.
Yeah.
Shout out to Emery, by the way.
Emery.
Love the kicks.
Big homie.
Humble Souls. But even there, like, it's supposed to be a listening
performing.
part. You got up on stage. I was like, yo, this guy.
No games. I was like, I literally that day I was like, oh, there's about to be a whole bunch of people in here who might just be hearing me for the first time. I'm here. Why not just perform it? And so I was just like, I'm gonna just stand in front of here. And then it was about one point I feel like everybody started drinking and they mingling and stuff. I was still up there like rapping every song.
Going in. I was over here. I was sitting in the back supporting you, but I'm like, this isn't even supposed to be this type of party.
Nah, facts. But I was like, fuck
performing.
it. Yeah.
Nah, understood. All right, so you're going back on tour. Visuals is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just Grand Cherry or is it others?
Grand Cherry is the last one for now.
Okay.
We got more music coming. Maybe attached to the EP.
Oh, an extendo.
Yeah. We got an extended clip, man.
How long we gotta wait for this? Now he looked dead at Brandon. Okay.
Should I be quiet? Yeah, he said I should be quiet for
Okay.
now. But soon. It's not gonna take long. We're not taking long. Like this year, my goal is really to like keep my foot on people's necks. So we continuing to flood the market, and I think, you know, I've had so much music stored. Like I got a lot of songs. Like I probably got like 1,000 songs. Like from now to like when I was 17. So that's like what, 17 plus 6 years. So I got like 6 years worth of like thousands of songs, and some with big names. Like I got a record with Estelle from like when I was 18. I got a record with Swizz when I was like 20.
Fire.
I got a record with Method Man rapper when I was 20 that I never put out.
What?
Yeah, I got mad stuff. So I just want to flood and really give people the music that I've been holding
Why
back.
you ain't been put that out? You said 2024.
It wasn't on me, but it was me. I'm not gonna say it wasn't. It wasn't on me, but it was me, and you know,
Oh my God.
timing. COVID happened too, cause a lot of this music gonna come out, and then COVID happened. And it's just like, ah, dang. But I should have took advantage of that. So I take accountability.
That was such a confusing moment. He's like, it's not my fault, but it is my fault. Because it's me, but it's not me. I'm
Yeah.
like, all right.
Yeah, I'll take accountability though.
It sounds like you just need to flood the streets.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to do this year. Really just flood the streets, build up the momentum, build up the fan base. So then when the album comes, everybody's on board.
Yeah. I will say out of like other performers that I've seen who are rappers, you do a really good job of like hyping the crowd. This side, like you keep it engaging. We're not all rappers. A lot of rappers that just come out and fucking stand here and barely act like they know the lyrics to
And
their
they
song.
rap over their words too.
TV tracks on this side. So, salute to you. I'm mad I missed this tour. That's why I'm asking about the next one.
Nah, it's good. Yeah, we definitely circling the block really soon. Like it's not gonna take that long.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it army themed or are you going camo? Like what's the?
Yeah, I'm definitely getting a uniform. I'm
Okay.
definitely getting a uniform for the General Admission tour for sure.
All right.
I got like some ideas in my head and stuff like that. So.
Boot camp.
Yeah, exactly.
Boot
Big
camp.
10 boots. I'm about to get like 3 pair of these. Running for the whole tour. About to get mad olive cargos, camo cargos.
Can't
and
go
stuff.
wrong.
You can't go wrong, man. It's like my signature right now, low key.
You from New York now?
Yeah, low key. I'm taking it to NC though. I'm bringing the boots to NC.
I'm not mad at it. All right, so my last question is, cultivating a project that is heavily Afrobeat influenced, but you created it. Where did you create it, I guess?
LA and North Carolina.
In LA too?
Yeah.
How are you like getting in the mood for it? I guess is what I'm asking because I took that trip to Ghana, came back, and I listened to Afro beats for the rest of the year. Like I didn't want to hear anything else. So how did you like set the mood for yourself?
Watching all the stuff that I was watching, like I'm
documentaries.
putting like the documentaries on the TV when we're in the studio. And then like fasting, I was fasting heavy every time I was like working on music and stuff like that. Like I might do like a intermediate fast and then like stop in the middle of the day. So like my head is clear and I'm not just like, we eating out and eating salt and sugar and then it like, it doesn't like really regulate your mood. So like if I'm doing a water fast and it like gives me the clarity to really get out exactly what
Man, Matt, I'm so jealous.
And microdosing. I microdosed when I did Big Bang.
Love that.
Yeah, microdosing and I microdosed for Troops and Big Bang.
Damn, two of my favorites.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Facts.
Salute to you. How long have you been a shroomer?
4 years. Thanks to you. Remember last time?
The way you just threw it back on me.
Yeah.
It's
I ain't mean to put you on the spot like that, but it actually helped me. Like I had a trip in May last year. We talked about it, yeah. Mm-hmm. I had a crazy trip. I haven't done it since, but I really like after you like we had our conversation about it, I really did my research. And obviously it's a plant. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, okay, I don't want to just do this just to do it. Like I know people be doing it at parties and stuff, and I don't judge people, but I just knew if I wanted my experience, it had to be alone, and I had to like really put intention into really doing it because I don't want to just be doing it just to do it. My phone is blowing up right now. Mm-hmm. But yeah. So then, golly, I'm about to turn this off. Yeah. So then, I was like, all right. The day I did it, I was like, I'm gonna be in my room. I'm gonna write 3 intentions down. I'm not gonna be around anybody, which was a wild thing to do because I know everybody be like, you gotta be with somebody. But I was like, nah, I'm gonna take this on alone. And I'm gonna just be in a safe place. I'm gonna be in my room, close my door, lock my door, just chill. And it's funny because when I took them, I went outside at first and I sat on the balcony because I was like, let me be around nature. And it started raining.
That's what I told you. I should be outside.
Yeah. And it started raining. And then I was like, dang, I haven't cried in a long time. And I started thinking about that. And then I went upstairs, and then it's like the rain started looking like tears. So then I'm like,
did you start crying?
nah, not there. So
Not
then
there.
I got so when I went upstairs, I'm like, all right, I'm starting to feel it. So I'm like, let me just lay down. So then I'm like laying down, and then I'm like, I still feel crazy. So then I'm like, let me go to the bathroom. I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and it's looking crazy in the mirror.
Your
I'm
face
like,
is melting.
yeah, I'm melting, bruh. So then I went and sat down, and I just started thinking about that inner child I'm telling you about. My journey from like when I was born to like now. I don't know what I saw, but I feel like I saw like day one of my life, like being created, like, and then went to the journey of being all the way up to like last year when I was 22, and I like cried for like
It's a crazy experience.
Yeah, I cried for like 35, 40 minutes, and then I had a show that night, which was crazy.
That's such a bad night to do it.
Yeah, I know, but it was fun, and I actually like that was probably one of my like energy wise. I wouldn't say like my favorite show like crowd wise anything, but like energy wise, like my energy.
For you, yeah.
I felt like relief of like
Interesting.
all the weight and stuff like that, and it kind of helped me last year. Like I was very like it just put me in a different mode. Like I was like all the barriers and the blockages that I felt like I had would like remove. Like I was being disciplined. I went pescatarian for majority of the year. Like I stopped smoking. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was
Fire.
really, really, really locked in on trying to do stuff. So yeah, it helped.
That's fire. I'm really happy you had a good experience.
Yeah, I know everybody don't, but I definitely did.
I know a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's only if you do too much.
Right,
What do you
and
mean?
set intentions.
And
You
set
got to set
intentions.
intentions, and you got to be around good people. Like if you're around, like again, I know people be doing it at parties and doing it around like a big environment. Like
That's too much of an
yeah,
energy
you can get
thing for
anxiety
me.
and stuff like that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying from that. So I don't need to do it too much. Like I rather just do the microdosing. And that's the thing, I microdosed into it. Like I didn't just jump into
Good.
Yeah, you feel me? So, and it's funny because I was microdosing for the big bank and all of that. That was 2 weeks before my
You
trip.
did it.
Yeah, and then when I got back home, that's when I did it. So,
Fire.
yeah,
Hey man, vibe responsibly. It's a
Exactly.
it's a good time.
exactly.
But all right, so General Admission out now. More music on the way.
Yeah.
Tour is finished. Anything else we need?
Look out for Thorough World, man. We got some merch on the way.
Can I get the jacket?
Yes.
I really like the
Yes,
jacket.
I got you.
The
I got
jacket
you. I'm going to
stuff.
get you a custom one.
Please, the
Yeah.
one that you had
Yeah,
on.
yeah, because nobody else got that one.
I saw you say that. I was like,
Fact.
boo. But no, the merch is fire. I definitely want to get some.
Hell yeah, we got mad stuff on the way. We working on a fitted hat right now. I got a crew neck sweater. I'm trying to do a jersey for the summer. Yeah, me and Plains did some stuff together.
Fire.
Yeah, we just did a pop-up for it. It did really well, and yeah, I'm about to just have mad foots on next. And I did the Good Times theme song. I know it's mad controversy about the show, but I did the theme song. And respectfully, I ain't seen none of the episodes, so don't butcher me if they come out crazy.
Well, congratulations on that. That's big. That's on Netflix, right?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, that's dope. I'm still gonna watch the show. So.
I'm gonna watch it too, because
Yeah,
I
I
ain't
don't-
seen none of the episodes. So they had told me it was like, oh, it's gonna be like a cartoon. You know, we got homie from I don't want to butcher his name right now, but they had homie from, I think his name is Carl Jones.
Yeah, Carl Jones.
Carl Jones from Boondocks involved, and I love the Boondocks.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, I'm down. And Ninth hit me about it, so I did the theme song and stuff like that. So yeah,
fire.
I'm excited to see it.
Man, you've had a year.
Yeah, it's been
Tour,
fun.
syncing, projects, like this
Yeah.
is a lot, but this is good.
Nah, it's a blessing for sure.
I'm happy for you. All right, Reuben, shout out your gram. Let everybody know where they follow you if they don't already.
Follow your boy, the General, Reuben Vincent. That is ReubenVincent. Let me slow it down for y'all. ReubenVincent. Everything, and then underscore on Twitter with that. And yeah, General Admissions out now. Thorough World is in the building.
REU, motherfucker, spell my name.
Name right. Fact. Stop spelling my name. It's not RUE. It's not RUBIN. It's REUBEN. I'm not gonna say it. No.
That bar is so tough. Like, you slid on that record.
Thank you.
But until next time, guys. Talk soon. Peace.